Here's exactly the 7 foundational pillars to scale your coaching or consulting business to 7 figures. I scaled multiple coaching and consulting business to 7 figures and beyond, and also generated over 10 millions for my clients. The truth is, everybody want to hit 7 figures, and 7 figures is like the holy grail number that everybody seems to be pitching nowadays, and I also felt that way when I first started business. After having reached it and helped 5 of my clients actually reach it as well, the answer is actually much simpler than you think, and it all boils down to these 7 pillars. So the 7 pillars are offer, funnel strategy, your paid advertising strategy, your content strategy, your email strategy, and your referral system, and last but not least, your fulfillment strategy. So let's get straight into it, right? So in the 7 pillars, the first pillar is offer. And most of the time, if you are doing coaching or in a consulting space, you would have a core high ticket offer, which costs anywhere from $1,000 all the way up to $30 over $1,000. And if you don't, there's a sign for you to actually create one so that you can increase your revenue as well. But if you do, there are a few ways that you can play around to actually get to 7 figures. One of the first ways is because when you're running ads, ads cost rise higher and higher, you will actually be able to create an acquisition offer. It's either a low ticket offer or a lead magnet. And preferably that will reduce your ad cost down and lead them directly to the core offer. The second step is really on your upsell, right? So most of the time you don't really have an upsell. I think for most people in the 6-figure range, you do not have any upsell after your core offer, right? Let's just say right now you have coaching for marketers, for example, agency owners to get to 7 figures. The next step you can do is a mastermind offer for people who wants to be around 7 figures owners, be a community, and also meet up in event maybe twice a year. And that offer you can be cost anywhere from $25,000 and have higher access to you at a higher level instead of just their normal group coaching offer. Instantly, by doing that alone, you can capture anywhere from 10 to 20% of your current students or clients, and you can easily double or even triple your revenue sometimes depending on the price point. Now, the other easier lever to kind of pull is really the price of your offer. We actually help many of our clients improve their revenue just by repricing their offer, and nothing really changed. The conversion don't even change as well. And basically, sometimes you get 20, 30, 50% lift of the entire revenue without touching anything, right? Just the price alone. And the last part is the frequency of payment. So some of you maybe are selling 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 for like 6 months. Most of the time you'll see people asking, is there payment plans? Can you sell? Can I pay monthly? And stuff like that. So frequency of payments will increase more people coming into your world, increase conversions as well. So think of it in weekly, in monthly, bi-monthly, right? So every fortnight, and also yearly payments. And obviously, if people pay in yearly, you give them a discount, so you have higher cash flow. But if you want to get more people in, doing weekly, monthly will be the best idea. Get higher conversions. Right. For the next step is really funnel strategies. Most of the time, we expect our funnels to actually, in every dollar we spend, at least get back $3. And for me, I think the best funnels for high ticket is all the 4 funnels I listed here. So it's either a workshop funnel that you use, a webinar funnel, a VSL funnel, or a low ticket funnel. The workshop funnel basically means that you do a workshop for X amount of money. Let's just say $27 to $300. Doesn't matter the price, that serves or solves a certain problem, right? If you're already doing one of them, continue doing it. But you might realize that you get stuck sometimes if you only just sell the workshop, right? So what happens next is, can you upgrade them? Can you ascend them up to your core offer through this? Yes, you can. Similar for the webinar funnel, you pay ads to kind of lead them to the webinar, to actually acquire them on a 2-3 hour webinar or even 1.5 hour webinar, and then you lead them towards your core offer as well. And the next one is the VSL funnel. This is for higher ticket offers. It is like an automated webinar. It's just a video detailing all your processes that you bring people from A to B, your client results, and etc. So after going through that video, they might want to work with you, they might not, they might be a lead, and this is how you ascend them up to your core offer. And the last one is low ticket funnel, where you create productized courses at a low cost, $17, $10, and then ascend them up to your core offer at the back after they buy. And this works pretty well because they are buyers and they're not only leads, and they really give you their money, so they might be higher intent than people who come in as a lead. Right, these are the 4 main funnel strategies, and using any one of them can get you 7 figures. You do not need 4 of them, you just need one. And most coaches and consultants tend to use all of them, even though they are not at the 7-figure range. And that's the fallacy of listening to too many advice, too many opinions to others. So today, if you have something already going well for you, use that one thing, optimize it to the max, and do a lot of conversion rate on it, and also look into how you can improve your offer as a whole as well. And this itself can also bring you very easily to 7 figures. So the next one, point number 3, is paid advertising. So there are 3 parts to paid advertising to me. The first part is really your creative ad strategy. So it means, what ad creative do you really use for? Do you have a system to create it? Are you consistently testing new things. So I have consulted many different clients, and what I realized is that they tend to not use any new creatives for like months or years, and they always ask the same question: why am I stuck? Why is my lead cost not going down? Well, the answer is very obvious: because you're not testing any new things. You're just leaving as it is. And the second part is the media buying strategy. It's more of a system which me and my media buyer use to scale up to over 100, 200, 300K a month in ad spend, and actually generate 2 to 3 times money just from the front end. And the system is very, very simple. It's basically testing one variable at a time. I can go through in a whole another video on like how I run ads, but it's very easy. It's not that difficult, to be honest with you guys. It is all like most gurus already say this, and I don't want to repeat them, but it's just test one variable at a time. If you have a winning creative, test audience, right? If you have a winning audience, test creatives. And then if you have both are winning, you scale. That's the simplest form I can tell you. And it's really literally that simple. Most of the time when it doesn't go right, it's either your offer, your funnel, or your creative. It's not really your media buying strategy if you follow this consistent system. And the last part of the paid advertising is really platforms, right? You can diversify more platforms. Let's just say you do on Facebook ads, you can do on YouTube ads, and most of the time you can easily double your revenue through that methods. But it's not like I use A and B at the same time, or I use more B and use more A in terms of the platform wise. Typically, I wouldn't recommend this to people who are starting out if they don't know how to run ads. I'll ask you to just focus on one platform at a time so that you are able to actually get consistent results from that one platform rather than jumping all over the place. So the fourth point is content marketing. So content marketing to me is basically about increasing your conversions and increasing your brand and attention so that you can decrease cost per lead and cost per impressions on the ads. So what most people get it wrong is that most people always start off here. They want to decrease cost per lead, they want to decrease their cost per attention, right? In a sense, and get more people to know them, get a bigger brand. But what happens then is that they don't realize that even though more people come in, they don't convert more people, it converts at the same rate. Or sometimes it actually still gets more expensive because they are not doing the top of funnel marketing correct. So if you are at 6 figures, I would suggest you to focus on these two areas: the middle of funnel and the bottom of funnel. So what does middle of funnel means? It just means that you want to do case studies and testimonials, right? On basically what your wins are and your process in general, how you bring people through. You're a fitness coach, if you're a marketer, no matter what it is, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, get them from point A to point B, show them the whole process that you bring them through as a client, and then show results, testimonials, be it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, doesn't matter. As long as you're everywhere, you can create a system for it as well. But bottom of funnel is really more about offers. Are you giving, kind of like writing out any offers, showing any offers, right? Or like selling any of your offers out there. So sometimes when you do too much social media, you tend to not sell. And that's really the wrong way to think it. If you have like a 10,000 followers and you have never made an offer to them ever in your life, you should go and make an offer. And once you do that, you realize that maybe 10,000, maybe I can get 10 people to buy a 10K product, easily 100K. And you can do that consistently month over month. If you're running ads, people are following you, and then you have middle of funnel moving down the line towards buying your stuff. And that will be all that you can do for your content marketing to really increase conversion rates, increase your trust, increase your authority, and also increase your sales and revenue. The next part will be scaling up content. For this part, only do it when you have done bottom of funnel and middle of funnel. And scaling up content is just basically how do you do more of content. And most of the time it's really focused on the top of funnel. The last part of content marketing is distribution. Most people distribute only to one place. You want to distribute to everywhere, right? So let's just say IG, TikTok, Facebook profile, Twitter, now called X, right? And then YouTube. So if you can distribute to all social media platforms and you grow a following there, as long as people kind of search for you on Google, people kind of find you, people kind of do all the things that looking for you during a webinar, see what case studies you have, see what reviews you have. All these will be good places for them to kind of bake into the conversion as well if they don't buy immediately. So the fifth pillar is email strategy, and most people don't really use emails a lot of times. They try to run a lot of ads and then they neglect the email a lot. Using email strategy, me and my clients were able to actually generate at least 50 to 100% more revenue every single year. And even when we turn off ads, I can still do 2 million a year. I would say that's how a lot of people are still neglecting their emails, but they don't understand the power of email that can bring into your business. And email strategy is very simple. There's only two things that you need to do. First thing is your nurturing, right? So after a person become a lead, what do? They go through automation, right? So first thing, they go through automation first, and then if they want to buy, you lead them to the webinar, lead them to the VSLs, again, lead them to the low ticket funnel if they didn't buy, or ask them to join a workshop. Let's just say they don't buy at all. After you go through like a 5-day sequence, reselling them with all the testimonials, case studies. The next step will really be in the nurturing broadcast, right? The nurturing broadcast is basically, you can do once a week, you can do daily, you can do twice every 2 days, doesn't matter, right? So basically, it's more about consistency in showcasing your story, showcasing your results, showcasing new insights, news in the market, in your industry, and telling people that you are always keeping up top of mind with them, especially once they become a lead. So the goal here, or the mentality or mindset I give my clients is, you paid for this lead already. If you don't do anything to it, it's kind of wasteful and you're just wasting money most of the time. So most people convert at, let's just say, 2 to 3% on a webinar, or even 1 to 3% on a webinar, and they don't really see any increase after the webinar. What we do is add another 1 to 3% after the webinar, after the VSL, because we email, because of the conversion, the conversion content, and all of this comes in place in a very big machine that churns out conversion day after day. So people already know you, and that's just free money basically in your business, right? For number 6 is really referrals, right? So if you can make 1 equals 2, which is 1 customer become 2 customer, you kind of have an infinite hamster wheel of customers coming to you every single time, right? So imagine if you get your cost per acquisition is $1,000, right now it's $500, because you know for a fact that 1 customer will bring another customer for you based on referrals. However, a lot of people don't understand how to really do referrals, and referrals is very, very simple. It's just more of a system. Basically, I just categorize in 3 different portions. You have a referral system in your workshop. So what do you do in a workshop, in your webinars, or after they become a client? Most people just ignore, like they don't send out emails to get every quarter to get them to refer new clients. They don't ask people to get them new clients. They don't put indication in their membership sites on whether there's a referral program that they can earn money from. They do nothing of the sorts, right? And people just don't know there's a referral system. Adding any of this into your system right now will increase the possibility of somebody referring. I won't say become 1 equals 2, but it might give you 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and any 10, 20, 30% increase in your business is still a significant increase, right? The second part is really JV partnerships. It is more active things that you do with like various partners. You can either put your content, you get interviewed by them into their member site, and the students also come to you and buy from you, or you can get them to promote an offer that you are selling currently, workshops, your webinars, whatever it may be. And the last part is really a system to get testimonials, so you can also promote on your own behalf, right? So most of the time, sometimes people don't refer, so you force that referral, and then Kennedy calls this forced referrals. So after getting the testimonials, you can actually post on all social medias and you distribute out there so that people also get buy-in. Let's just say if a friend sees it, they'll ask the person and the person recommends you, you get a referral. So the last pillar is what people don't really think of sometimes, is the product and offer scalability. So most core product, let's just say group coaching, sometimes you have a lot of done for you elements or very high touch elements. You can't really scale it to a very, very high level. So the questions I usually ask is, are you willing and able to take in more clients if we scale, right? So let's just say you having 30 clients a month right now. If you want to scale to 100 clients, is that even possible? If it's not, then there's something fundamentally wrong, either in a model, your pricing, or like your offer. So you need to change one of them. So example of one of them is a client that I had is in the financial space. He actually sold like an offer for $300 a month. He sold for $300 a month. He sold quarterly check-ins with financial health reports. Means track all your financials in Excel sheet, ask you to input all the numbers. Every quarter is sending over to you, and it's very, very taxing. And they also give a physical report every year on how well A, B, C, D grade you on your finances. All of these are great, but for $300 a month and including coaching, right, it is quite taxing because like he's one person doing it. Unless you can automate this to a high level, I wouldn't really recommend you to do this. So what can we change in this offer? We can do only group coaching. We can do every check-ins once a year, and actually maybe you can automate like a calculator software or whatever, or even an Excel sheet, right, to kind of really do this. And that's my proposal, right? But playing in the point of the first few points, there are many other things that I will do for his business and this offer, but I won't be going through in this video. Using any of these 7 pillars is guaranteed to make at least 20% more in your business and get you closer to that 7-figure mark. So all this information has been distilled down from my years of actually learning, helping different clients in the online space, be it financial, be it in the trading niche, be it in make money online niche, be it in the personal development, fitness, health, doesn't matter. All this matters is that this is fundamental to all coaching and consulting business, and if you want to get to 7 figures, use any one of them or you can use all of them.